Welcome back to Wyrdd and Wonderful, where folklore walks hand in hand with fear and the strange echoes through the trees. Today, we're stepping off the beaten path to explore haunted hollows, lonely fields and whispering woods. This is the realm of rural hauntings, isolated places where legends linger and ghosts never leave. And we begin with one of the most infamous, the Bell Witch. In the early 1800s, the Bell family of Adams, Tennessee, became the unwilling stars of what would become America's most enduring and terrifying poltergeist story. It began quietly, strange knocking on walls, the sound of chains dragging across floors, and faint whispering in the dark. But soon the entity, later known as the Bell Witch, grew bolder. It pinched, slapped, and tormented the Bell children. It mimicked voices. It predicted events. And it made it very clear it hated John Bell. The attacks grew more violent over time. John Bell suffered physically and mentally, eventually dying under mysterious circumstances. Some claim poisoned by the witch herself. The spirit allegedly even attended his funeral, cackling and singing bawdy songs. What makes this case so chilling is the sheer number of witnesses. Neighbours, clergy, even skeptics, who claim to hear and see the entity. Even Andrew Jackson, future President of the United States, reportedly encountered the spirit during a visit, leaving in a hurry after a night of inexplicable activity. But who or what was the Bell Witch? Some say it was the vengeful ghost of Kate Batts, a neighbour who believed the Bells had cheated her in a land deal. Others think it was a demon or elemental, drawn to the rural land's energy. Either way, the legend still lingers. People claim to hear whispers in the woods near the old Bell property to this day. The haunting of the Devil's Tramping Ground, North Carolina. Just outside the town of Bennett, North Carolina, lies a barren circle where nothing grows, about 40 feet wide, mysterious and ominous. It's called the Devil's Tramping Ground, and locals say it's where the devil himself paces in the dead of night, plotting the world's downfall. According to legend, animals refuse to cross the circle. Items left in the centre vanish by morning. Attempts to camp there are often abandoned in fear, with campers fleeing from disembodied voices, strange lights, and an overwhelming sense of dread. What's compelling is that even scientists can't fully explain why vegetation won't grow there. Soil tests have shown abnormalities, but nothing definitively unnatural. Whether it's the Devil's Path, an ancient Native American site, or just cursed land, the Devil's Tramping Ground has been a magnet for folklore and fear for generations. The skinwalker of the hollow in Appalachian lore. In the remote hollows of Appalachia, stories aren't told, they're warned. Among them is the tale of the skinwalker, a shape-shifting entity that can wear the form of animals or even people like a disguise. While skinwalkers are most associated with Navajo belief in the Southwest, Appalachian legends speak of similar creatures, things that come down from the ridgelines at night, mimicking your voice, luring you into the woods. Isolated communities report strange lights in the hills, deer that walk like men, and voices of loved ones calling from the trees when those loved ones are asleep in bed. Some say these creatures were witches who committed unspeakable acts to gain power and now haunt the land forever. In these mountains, people still leave offerings on fence posts and avoid whistling after dark. It's not just superstition, it's survival. The ghosts of the creek. In rural Oklahoma, a lonely creek near the town of Enid is said to be haunted by the spirits of settlers who vanished during the harsh winters of the 1800s. Hikers and hunters report seeing phantom wagons, hearing the cries of children, and smelling wood smoke with no fire in sight. Locals refer to it as Dead Man's Crossing, and the story goes that a small wagon party attempted to winter there during a blizzard. They were never heard from again. Decades later, skeletons were found in shallow graves, and since then, eerie sightings have plagued the land. Some say the spirits aren't at rest because of how they died. Others whisper that something older, darker, claimed them in the woods. After all, this region was once a crossroads of native land, with ancient burial mounds not far away. The Watchers of the Santa Lucia Mountains. The Dark Watchers are tall, featureless, shadowy figures that have been reported by hikers in the Santa Lucia Mountains of California for centuries, often appearing during twilight or dawn and vanishing upon closer inspection. Described as tall, sometimes giant-sized, featureless dark silhouettes, often adorned with brimmed hats or walking sticks. They are said to be seen on the horizon along the Santa Lucia mountain range, particularly during twilight and dawn. They stand motionlessly, watching travellers from a distance, and according to legend, no one has seen one up close, and if someone were to approach them, they disappear. The figures have been mentioned in literature, including John Steinbeck's short story, Flight. What is it about rural hauntings that feels so primal? Maybe it's the silence, the way the trees listen. Maybe it's the sense of being utterly alone, surrounded by land that remembers everything. In isolated communities, the veil between worlds seems thinner. Whispers carry farther. Footsteps echo longer. And sometimes, there's no one there to tell you what's real. Whether you believe these stories or not, one thing is certain. Legends love lonely places. And lonely places never forget. Thanks for wandering into the weird with me. If you enjoyed this eerie journey through haunted hills and ghostly glades, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more tales from the weird and wonderful. And check out my books on Amazon. Until next time, be seeing you.